to get a bad bump, so it's Jesse Love behind him. Now, I don't know, Jamie, if it was quite a checkup that occurred, so we'll take a look here.
Yeah, you see he's offset. Now he got centered back up right there. It's that they got checked up in front of him, and Jesse Love doesn't know that at that moment. You're trying to get to the back bumper and give a push. And listen, it's lap 5, lap 6 of the race. You're kind of then starting to get a little bit more aggressive. You want to get your lane to go forward. And he just got into the back of Brandon, and you see turned him into the outside wall. Got Carson Quapple as well. A lot of the rookies got caught up in this. I think
Daniel Dye.
Yeah, this collected a lot of rookies. It looked like Connor Zilich maybe got away with it, having just put 4 tires on, little front end damage. But this is the thing that you'll hear a lot of the spotters talk about.
Draft is working.
Toyota's trying to mount a charge in that low lane. Oh, and there goes Nick Sanchez. 48 into the wall.
Very similar to what we saw in the first race. As they're checking up, you can see all. I was just going to say, like, every time you see a car squirm, it's because they get into the back of the 48 orange car right in front of him, and it's not that much contact. But as Parker said, you're vulnerable right there. He maybe was getting a little bit too much of a push from Justin Allgaier right there, who was behind him.
Just creating the runs, and you just want to keep pushing right here. And it's also sort of the angle you hit. If you hit them a little bit too far to the left, that upsets the car. And right at that
outside,
Dylan.
And it was big for Ryan Sieg in that first pit box as we got a crash in the infield. Big for Sieg to get all the way to the left, being that first pit box, so nobody came to the inside of him as he tried to pull into his marks. Sheldon Creed in as well, fuel only
as
for
we
him.
can see on our screen.
That's the 5 car. Yeah, the blue and white. Oh, he is going way too fast.
Not even close. Like, not even close to hitting this braking. I don't know how he could have missed it by that far. That's unbelievable.
Pit road speed is 55 miles an hour. I mean, he's going double that.
You got to feel so bad for Balicki too, because he's going pit road speed,
and he caught a little bit of Ryan Truex, that right rear fender.
Yeah,
so
look at that damage.
Damage control on that as well, and that's not missing your braking point. That is just completely missing.
Maybe he lost brakes. Like, you don't know. Maybe he got on the brakes there. It just on Jesse Love getting down into turn 3.
Connor Zilich into the wall. Caution is out. A half a lap from the white flag, and we'll go to overtime.
And Creed's trying to manage which lane to block right here.
And, you know, one of the things that Connor might have done differently is if he was lined up better with Creed, not so far to the left, you just run in the back of him. But the problem he had is he was lined up to the left so far that if he hits Creed with the speed and momentum he had, he's spinning him out. Yeah. So that was him trying to basically check up that line, but the 7 was pushing him so hard.
Yeah, Sheldon Creed, the great pusher. You see them wiggling right there. Taylor Gray trying to hang on to it.
Oh, the big crash. And it happened right as Jesse Love was looking at the white flag. Just got word that Jesse Love did get the white.
He can get this bottom line going. That car is just a big wreck.
Sam Mayer. Anthony Alfredo in the 42 gets a piece. Mayer been hanging up front all day long. And this damage is going to end his day. A week after he finished second at Daytona. The Wheeling.
3 wide behind them. Alvaro is going to have to get a push from Justin Allgaier here to generate more momentum. I don't know how. Oh, Brett's off sideways. Big wreck.
Big crash down the back straightaway.
Sure that you give everybody the room that they need.
And you don't want your senses to fail there. That's
Austin Hill around into the wall.
Gosh, I don't know what happened. If something broke or he just couldn't see as he turned in.
But dude.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry about that guy.
Pretty low as they enter the corner. Oof. Gosh. I mean, he hit 6 feet back.
But it's the way, the angle there. You saw Sammy Smith was 3 wide, so he was turning in super early. That just shades your ability to even see that wall. And Austin obviously caught it right at the wrong point, and it's just...
and it caught him off guard. He didn't realize that was going to happen until it was too late.
Yeah. Here's what you hate, though. I mean...
Different smoke coming out of the right side.
There's the caution. Dawson Cram, 74. That's turn 1. Right rear tire's down.
And that's a shame for Dawson Cram. So that's early to have been spinning. Way early, and he was way low on the track. So we'll have to maybe see if we can get some information as to why he was there that early. Maybe
Yellow 54, Taylor Gray.
Yeah, they settle off one. Oh, we already got one in the wall there. Big hit for Swallowich.
Yeah, and that is big. Caution is out early. Oh, man, you hate it for Parker Retzloff in the 4. Had a great qualifying effort and coming off a solid run last week at Phoenix.
He did. He doesn't have too much damage. A little bit there to the rear end, the right rear. If it's pushed to the left, obviously, that's a net negative for these cars, as we all want to have that right rear quarter panel, but big damage right there.
But we always seem to have an early caution.
Air.
Yeah, it looked like Jeff Burton just packed a bunch of air on that left rear, and William trying to catch it, and you get the wheel turned to the right when that thing gets yawed out, and if it catches, it's really hard for the driver not to get into the outside wall. No one did anything wrong right there. It was just result of low grip. These tires are down on air pressure, but I think Retzloff is going to be down a set of tires, but not much damage to the 4-car.
Look at that 4 wide.
Yeah, they were 4 wide early there. This is sort of the 4-car, seeing how he's going to navigate this accident. He gets bumped a little bit from the 10, just not
Low percentage move. Doesn't quite have the contact here. Now it's caught. Oh, Zekis is going to get turned.
Front row seat. 12th caution of the day.
Oh, no.
3 rookies involved. Dye, Sanchez, and Eckes. DNF last week when he lost an engine. It'll be the same today for Christian Eckes. A wreck inside of 20 laps to go.
And you just see Daniel Dye just late lunge there to the inside. Christian Eckes acknowledges that, then doesn't turn in, but it puts him in the middle. 3 wide, and as he gets off the corner, he's already a little bit sideways trying to get the power down, and Sam Mayer gets in the back of him, and he just couldn't hold on to it. And they're really there for Sam Mayer. He's trying to get going. Eckes is just not able to. He's already sideways, so that now being when he was getting pushed by Sam Mayer at that point.
Sammy Smith is there. Justin Allgaier is there. Will there be contact? There is. There goes Gray. Here comes Allgaier. Austin Hill out of nowhere. It's going to win in Gardensville. Do you believe that? With a huge crash at the start-finish.
Yeah, a little bit. That fender's pushed out. Oh.
And there goes Anthony Alfredo in the 42. 6th caution of the day. Leland Honeyman driving the Jeff Green throwback. Got a piece of the action as well.
With the right front, Josh Williams. Let's look right here. Going down into turn 1. You see Honeyman got into the back of Harrison Burton, who was on those old tires. Harrison was lucky to get through that. Those guys trying to stay away from him, knowing he's off the pace. And yeah, that 70 car of Honeyman hit really hard. Luscious impact. Oof. Josh Williams has been in a couple of.
He knows the limit, the speed you can take there.
Oh, and there goes Sheldon Creed. 2nd caution of the day. Oh my, big contact. And 2 drivers going for the dash for cash. 44 is Brennan Poole, 00 Sheldon Creed. Things happen so fast. They were running 15th and 17th. And it may very well end the stage with all that fluid that was on the track. Here's a look at what happened.
So gets a shot from Dean Thompson here off of turn 4. Obviously spins out and is sitting there for a fair amount of time, but what you'll see is Brennan Poole. He was on the high side of 3 and 4 and was, it probably was coming around the corner at the time the caution comes out. He's trying to slow down. He actually ends up losing the rear of the race car up in maybe some of the marbles that are up there and trying to turn down left as you see the 14 do the same, and there's Brennan trying to do the same thing. Things happen fast here at Bristol. 15-second laps. You're in the corners. You can't see around the other side of the corners. Even when the caution comes out, just trying to slow down is a tough thing to do.
Live as it happened, and I don't know, as we were riding on board with Williams-Walsh, it just looked like the 53 overslowed that corner by a lot, and I mean, we were on board with William, and it seemed odd how much she slowed down.
She's been put in a really tough position here, being in this car after not obviously practicing this car, jumping in it for the race. Obviously, a lot of sponsorship behind her there that wanted to be in this race after.
Jesse Love outside of Sammy Smith.
Jesse gets a really good launch. 16.
Oh, baby, just behind the race leaders. That's exactly what we talked about.
And we see it often at the end of these Xfinity Series races, the way these fuel cells are designed and the fuel pickups, where the car will be running fine until you give it that throttle, and then it will completely die if you've got an air pocket in that fuel line.
Doesn't really have as much damage. And if you watch Brandon Jones. He's the 4th car back. He gets turned by Sanchez down to the inside. That's kind of what hooks everybody up into that outside lane.
And you see the 16
just doesn't go at all, and that packs up the whole field behind him. You see Christian Eckes' hands moving back and forth, trying to wiggle that car and hold on to it at the same time, trying to get it going. It just...
By.
Oh, Zilich! Sideways!
And
into
he's going to catch it. He's going to catch it.
No caution yet.
Sammy Smith does not want to see the
There
caution
it
right
is.
here.
Yeah, we got a big wreck here down the back.
Oh, my goodness, big hit.
Wow. Yeah, the car's running out of fuel. You know, they stumble, and the as you're going down the straightaway, if you're behind somebody tight and they swerve to get out of the way, it's hard to avoid it.
Who do we have at the front two right now? Sammy Smith and Taylor Gray.
Let's go back and see what happened to Zilich.
So there's Mayer running out. They're going to go 3 wide here with Jeb Burton, Connor Zilich, and Brendan Poole, and it just... We talked
3
about,
wide.
Yeah, and that corner funnels down, like we said. They're all racing position late in the race. They're going to take all the risks they can. It's 3 cars going for 2 cars worth of real estate.
And those guys all saved it, though, right? This was on around the corner right here. As you see Sam Mayer running out of fuel, you see him shaking in there. The car's backfiring because there's no fuel in it. That allowed Zilich to get to the inside of Jeb Burton. And as you mentioned, you know, they're 3 wide getting into that corner. It funnels down. But this isn't actually what brought the caution out. It was on around.
Is his day.
So, Parker, for me, when I would get in these races, see it.
And there we go. Crash. Catherine Legg involved. Eric Almirola, Brandon Jones, Jeffrey Earnhardt gets a piece. 4th caution of the day at Talladega.
What it looked like, you saw the 19 start to move up, and Catherine Legg was just there, and Eric's referencing his spotter that he thought he was clear, but clearly, I mean, she's got a fender in there. It's unfortunate for her, just kind of an innocent bystander in this wreck, and you can hear the frustration in Eric's voice right there.
Brandon Jones almost went over. Did you see that? That right side got hooked up in the air a little bit. Glad that...
Jesse Love, can he make it 4 wide, 3 laps in a row as they get down to turns 3 and 4? Austin Hill gives him a big push.
Oh! There goes the 88 of Connor Zilich. 3 wide out front of Jeb Burton. Here's a look at the incident.
Yeah, and Connor moved down to protect the run that the 2 had. The 2 stayed on him, going to push him, and it just ended up turning the 88 around. And what a
vicious hit.
Gosh, what a big hit for Connor to that inside wall.
So go on board with Jesse Love. This is entirely fair to cover.
Absolutely.
And right there, and we've talked about it today. And the way things went there with Justin Allgaier unable to pass him. Oh, we got a bunch in the grass.
That's Josh Williams in the 11. 42, Anthony Alfredo. 6th caution of the afternoon comes out as we begin the final stage. Already more cautions today.
But you just don't know it's down there. And that's how you end up. And obviously Taylor Gray getting some damage there. For
the turn 2.
Taylor Gray to the bottom. We got Jeremy Clements to the wall off 2.
Jeremy Clements backs it into the wall. We get another caution. It will be double overtime. Let's go back and look at the crash that put us under caution.
Right, so I saw at the top of the screen. It's kind of late there. Really hard hit. Backing into the outside wall there off 2. He's the highest of anyone on the racetrack right now. We know he wants to do that, but we got a
big
wreck.
Spin. 4 is Parker Retzloff, 28 Kyle Sieg. First caution of the night. Comes out inside of 10 laps to go. Actually, right at 10 laps to go. Stage 1.
Kyle Sieg's on the inside here. Is he going to get loose? Yep. That's Nashville.
Yeah, it's just classic racing these cars, right? I mean, they're both close to each other's doors and old tires right at the end of the stint. And, yeah, it was a tough break, especially for Parker there. And
Start zone. Spinner. There goes Brandon Jones, Ryan Ellis, Josh Williams, and Anthony Alfredo all around.
Christian Eckes destroyed front end. They cannot catch a break in that team. Unbelievable.
gosh, somebody would have had to miss the shift for all this to happen. New tires, the whole deal. Ryan Ellis, after a good race last weekend, his car's killed.
See how this unfolded. It's a little checkup.
Oh, wow. wow.
Oh, it's just that stack up. You see the separation. So the 0-0 sort of hesitated as they got in the restart zone. That caused an accordion effect, and then Christian Eckes got in the back of Harrison Burton. You saw the 20 get spun out as he tried to check up for the car in front of him on the outside.
And as a leader, you have the ability to launch whenever you want to.
Right.
And we're getting later and later in the race. Guys are getting hungrier and hungrier at restarts. You don't know without looking at data or mile per hour or whatever, but the 0-0.
Oh, this is going to be tight.
I mean, track position is so
baby,
big, and there
goes
goes the 88. Meanwhile, the 9 and 19, Suarez battling for the lead with Ty Gibbs, and Suarez takes the top spot. The 8 is off track. So is the 41 of Sam Mayer. The 8 is Sammy Smith. And look at all the damage for Zilich and Mayer, and debris is everywhere.
There's carnage everywhere. The 41 and the 88 got stuck together, basically. You've got the 19 in the wall here damaged. Well,
Right in the lap of Williams Swallows.
keep an eye on the 1 and the 19. They hit each other. That's what forces them into the outside wall. And then the field runs in the back of this. That's Parker Retzloff in the back of the 19. Destroys the front of that 4 car. They've had a tough weekend. Oh, and I think you're so right, Ross. Connor tried to pinch off the entry, hits that inside curbing, almost like the turtle curb and sausage curb, and it forced the car out into the 19. And then chaos ensued.
After the 19 hit, the 88 hits the 19, then he gets into the 9. A lot of contact between the 19 and maybe he had a left front down. I don't want to.
54 coming off a career best, matched his career best last week when he finished second. And there's his teammate, Brandon Jones, around, producing our 4th caution of the day. Multiple vehicles have damage. The Wheelan caution lights are on at Pocono.
Situation, yeah. See the pipes coming out of Brandon Jones' car. He's already loose, right? He's lifting. Unfortunately, those guys just trying to check. There's just no room there. It just gets so tight there, and you see the tunnel is so tight. It's so rough. It's so hard to go through there too wide, and it's just a big commitment corner. And if both guys commit super hard, it's really easy to do what Brandon Jones did.
And when you're the guy on the inside, you're thinking maybe he'll let me go on the outside, and you're.
Here comes Zilich down low in the 88.
Oh, he got through there really good. Is it going to stick, though? He's going to be side by side, maybe?
All guys are pushing through in the outside lane. And there goes Sanchez.
Wow.
Showed a Creed with a big hit.
Twice today with a big hit. That's so unfortunate for Nick Sanchez. Scored the second most stage points at 17 today.
How many times have we said that?
I know. The 7 got to his right rear quarter. Man, Nick chased it as much as he could.
Creed did such a good job to try to drive down and avoid it, but just runs out of real estate.
The 48 was kind of in trouble early in that corner, right? Like halfway through, he was kind of up the track, close to the 1, and then he was just trying to get